The ocean lies still, silent, and strangely calm. Seagulls hover lazily above the waves. A faint breeze kisses the surface of the water, a deceptive peace before chaos. But far beyond the horizon, deep within the heart of the Atlantic Ocean, nature is preparing something terrifying. Warm waters are feeding a monster, a massive swirling vortex of wind and water, a hurricane slowly being born. It starts small, just a cluster of thunderstorms drifting over tropical waters. But as the sun beats down, the ocean releases its heat into the atmosphere. Moisture rises, winds twist, and clouds begin to spiral. Meteorologists give it a name that millions will soon never forget. This isn't just a storm. It's a force of nature with the power to destroy entire coastlines. The eye of the storm forms, eerily calm at the center, surrounded by walls of fury. Winds begin to howl at over 150 miles per hour, dragging the sea along with them. Waves as high as buildings rise and fall, slamming against the invisible will of the hurricane. Hundreds of miles away, coastal cities brace for impact. News anchors urge residents to evacuate. Highways jam with cars. Families pack their most precious belongings, unsure if they'll ever see their homes again. In small towns and fishing villages, some refuse to leave, believing they've survived storms before. But this time, it's different. The air thickens. Clouds darken. The wind begins to moan like a wounded animal. Power lines sway. Palms bend. And then, the first raindrops hit. At exactly 13 a.m., the hurricane makes landfall. The world explodes into chaos. Roofs rip away like paper. Windows shatter, sending glass flying like daggers. Cars are lifted and tossed aside as if they weigh nothing. The wind howls at more than 200 kilometers per hour. The ocean surges forward. A massive wall of water called a storm surge floods the coastline. Houses vanish under the waves. Streets turn into rivers. Electricity fails. Darkness takes over. And in that darkness, only the sound of destruction remains, roaring wind, collapsing walls, and the distant cry of sirens lost in the storm. In a small apartment building, a mother holds her children close. Each thunderclap shakes the walls, each gust feels like the end. Water seeps in through the floorboards, rising inch by inch. They climb onto the kitchen counter, praying the storm will pass. In another corner of the city, rescuers in bright orange suits fight through waist-deep water. They push boats through flooded streets, searching for anyone left behind. Each minute feels like an hour. Each rescue, a miracle.
Then, as suddenly as it began, the wind slows. The rain stops. The hurricane has moved inland, weakened, but the damage is already done. When the first rays of sunlight pierce through the clouds, the world that once was is gone. Entire neighborhoods have vanished. Boats rest on rooftops. Bridges lie twisted and broken. 1,000 lives changed in a single night. The silence after the storm is haunting, a silence filled with disbelief. People walk through ruins, searching for loved ones, clutching whatever they can find. Every face tells the same story: fear, loss, and the fragile hope of survival. Hurricanes remind us of something we often forget, that we are small. For all our technology, our machines, our cities of steel and glass, one breath from nature can wipe it all away. These storms are not just random acts of destruction. They are part of Earth's heartbeat, balancing temperatures, moving energy, shaping coastlines. But as the planet warms, hurricanes grow stronger, larger, and more unpredictable. Scientists warn that the future may bring storms like we've never seen before. Higher sea levels mean higher surges. Warmer oceans feed more intense systems, and humanity must learn, or pay the price again and again. Yet even in the face of tragedy, there is light. Rescue teams work day and night, pulling survivors from debris. Neighbors share food and shelter. Strangers become heroes. Helicopters hover over shattered towns, lifting people to safety. Doctors set up emergency tents. Volunteers hand out water, blankets, and hope. Every hurricane reveals the same truth. Destruction is temporary, but courage endures. Where buildings fall, humanity stands tall.